For the parents of teenagers or parents that act like teenagers. Because we're going to talk about what happens in that stage, that awkward stage where there's puberty, girls, boys, into reaction, and what happens in the lives of people when this stage happens. Well, we understand that when a person is born, he takes the first breath, the struggle for that first breath of life. Again, now, he's become a human being at the age of 12 and at the age of 13. For the boys, that new spark comes in, the spark that balances. Because until that time, most of the energy they've received from their parents. And now somehow they've gotten the new energy that says, I also want to be like the light, to share. I also want to know who I am, where I sit in this world, which pathway, where am I supposed to go? What is the calling of the light in my life? And as we struggled for the first breath when we're born, at this stage in our life, we now struggle for the next aspect, which is, who am I? Where do I go from here? And for the parents, it's very perplexing because they're not quite adults and they're certainly not children. And they start pushing away. They also want to be able to deserve, so they push the parents away, and yet they're dependent on them. They want them to give them the car. They want them to, they don't want to particularly do their chores or all the other things that come with this mad age called teen years. And I think the things that we as spiritual parents need to do is allow them enough space so that they can make the decisions in their life, like if I go to that party and there are drugs there or there are people there that I shouldn't be with, and they choose to do that, they can choose to do that once. Because you, as a responsible human being, has to say to them, what is it that you want in your life? Because if you take that way, then you are not acting in a responsible way. But if you have a teenager who's doing well in school and has a bunch of friends, wants to go to a party, seem to be decent kids, let them grow. Let them enjoy. It's your eye that needs to see where they want to go. And the chances are, if your teenager is not doing his responsibilities at home, not doing great in school, copping out on different areas, chances are you've got to be a little bit more persevering and watching that they go in the right direction. Because it seems to me then maybe we've been a little bit too loose.